The title of our paper is The Effects of Plastic Pollution to the Biodiversity of Rivers in the Philippines. So the Philippines is very well known for its variety of bodies of water, and especially for the marine life living in those waters. The thesis statement is pollution coming from the sea and land are responsible for the major destruction of marine life. So with the rapid urbanization and the rapid growth of population here in the Philippines, the ecosystem cannot completely keep up with it. A lot of pollution comes from these highly dense populations or places with highly dense population. These pollutions are killing the environment for marine life.
The Philippines Marine Biodiversity. The Philippines is an archipelagic country in Southeast Asia, is located in Southeast Asia. Being an archipelagic country, the Philippines is composed of 7,107 islands. Since it is very diverse in its marine life, it is known as a biological hotspot wherein scientists always go to the Philippines to research about their marine life. And because of this, the Philippines was referred to be included in one of the 17 mega biodiverse countries. Also, it is known as the center in marine biodiversity. This may be because of the high concentration of many marine species in the Philippines. And there had been known to be about 2,983 species of marine life that are in the Philippines right now. There are also countries that are associated with the Philippines in which they are connected to one of the highest concentrations of the species. These countries include Indonesia and Malaysia, with Philippines having the most number of marine life.
Plastic pollution, wherein plastic is everywhere around us. Even in supermarkets, you buy your grocery stuffs. Plastic bag is a way to bring your stuffs on, to bring it on a place. In the first decade of this century, we made more plastic than all of the plastic we made from history up to the year of 2000. Philippines is one of the highest contributors of plastic to the marine environment because we are surrounded by bodies of water like rivers and oceans. An example of plastic pollution would be the improper waste disposal of our trashes, wherein our waste is not put on the right trash bins or right waste disposal bins. Another one is plastic also may contribute to our waterways, wherein some other countries are still dependent on waters in the rivers, like like countries of Democratic Republic of Congo, some part of Africa. And another plastic pollution that we like to point is the microplastic wherein found in our beauty products. Like our men's cleanser, it contains microplastics. It is so small that it may ingest by smaller fishes or fish. And that fish is also a part of our food chain and may lead to us. And eventually, we may sometimes eat that fish. That is the plastic pollution.
Effects of plastic pollution. Organisms can both be entangled and ingest plastic floating around in the water. Microplastics. Effects of plastic pollution. Organisms can both be entangled and ingest plastic that is floating around in the surface. Effects of plastic pollution. Organisms can be both entangled and ingest plastic floating around the water. So basically, some sea creatures might be entangled due to the plastic rings or other substances that may make their body stuck, that might cause deformation as they grow larger. Next is about microplastics. Microplastics is a tiny substance that might be ingested by sea creatures, even the smallest one up to the biggest creature in the ocean. Next, Pasig River dumps over 63 tons of plastic into the ocean every year. Since Pasig River is known to be a major transport route of sources of water, and it also connects Laguna de Bay to Manila Bay. The Pasig River was announced biologically dead due to extreme pollution in the 90s.
For our solution, although nature already started to take care of itself, there was a new enzyme that was found by our scientists that will dissolve plastic waste that is lying on our rivers, creeks, and our oceans. Another way for finding a solution about this problem is that recycling the very key to eliminate the excessive use of plastic waste. Another part of our solution is that we should be aware of how the plastic can destroy us and our nature. And we should be aware that plastic can be recycled. Another part of our solution is that the government has already making also a solution, and by that we should follow it. The DOH made a bill about how can we reduce our waste, and we should follow it. And lastly, for part of our solution is that we should have our own advocacies about it. For example, Save the Turtles advocacy, wherein we eliminate plastic waste by an alternative solution like plastic straw into a metal straw, or spoon into a metal spoon, and using bamboo straws or bamboo spoons.